you beautiful people of the internet. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully great, and welcome to budget builds where we use zero Forma and achieve maximum efficiency. In today's video, we're taking a look at the lightning god of Warframe, aka Vault. Now, before I continue with the video any further, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would like to support me or the channel any further, remember to leave a like on the video as this does help me out tremendously. Also, don't forget to Spartan click the subscribe button for more Warframe videos and streams. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would like to interact with me outside of YouTube or during any one of my live streams, go and join the Discord. There will be a link down in the description. Without further ado, let's get this video on the road, shall we? Okay, so when it comes to Vault, I've actually got two builds for you. One is a speed build and the other is a nuke one. Now, I'm actually going to be saving configuration B for the Eidolon hunting one. I do want to go and make a cheap build that will allow you to go and solo the Eidolons to the best of your abilities. But we're going to start with our speed. So one thing I do want to say is this is budget builds but with a twist. Now listen, seeing how I figured out how to make these Warframes even faster, I basically just want to use the helmet, because why not? So Vault is already a speed Warframe, and why not make him quicker? If you guys want to know what I did here, basically I went and swapped out Vault's number 4 for Saren's number 2, that being Molt. And the way it works is basically you'll shed your skin and the enemies will start shooting at your doppelganger. But the most important thing is, while you guys have just shared your skin, you'll then go and get yourself a speed multiplier, which will allow us to go and run even faster. And yes, it does stack up with Vault's already fast speed movement, and it does scale up with power strength mods. And if you guys would like to have more advice on how you can go and increase the speed of Vault even further, if you guys would really want to go and consult my GOS supersonic or supersonic build video that I currently do have. There will be a link down in the description, and of course it will be at the top right, so go ahead and take a look at. As for the build itself, here's what we got. So we're going to be prioritizing power strength and duration, mainly because we want to make sure that we are running relatively fast and it lasts for as long as humanly possible. Don't worry about range, because we only want to buff ourselves. We're very selfish. And efficiency, don't worry about that either, as the speed doesn't really take up too much, and neither does the Molt itself. Besides, we are going to be running around with prime flow, which does make our energy maximum relatively big. As for the other mods, here's what we've got: growing power, blind rage, and energy conversion, and transient fortitude for more power strength. The more power strength we have, the greater the multiplier, or the speed multiplier, will be for both Molt and for speed. We are also going to be using rush for more sprint speed, because remember, we also do want to increase our overall sprint speed. Next up is we are going to be rolling on continuity and narrow-minded for more duration, because remember, we want these abilities to last as long as humanly possible. As for the arcanes department, here's what you guys can roll around with. We're going to be using Arcane Phantasm, which does give us more speed, or more general speed, if we are blocking, which is pretty easy to go and proc. And we are also going to be using Molt Vigor, therefore we can have even more power strength. Remember, if we have more power strength, the more our speed multiplier will be, or the greater the speed multiplier itself will be. Now, as for our nuke build, we are actually going to be rolling around with something slightly different. And as you guys can see, we are going to be prioritizing strength, range, and duration, and of course we are going to be sacrificing a little bit of efficiency, even though we do have our streamline out here. Now remember, we want to go and quote-unquote nuke the room, even though, if I'm being honest with you, Vault isn't really ideal for nuking, but I can see a lot of people will definitely go and back him up, and trust me, I'm not going to go and deny his potential. So here's for the build. We are going to be rolling on growing power, power drift, transient fortitude, and blind range for more power strength. The more power strength we have, the more damage output our number 4 will do, or the more damage output our discharge will definitely do. We're also going to be rolling around with overextended and auger reach, therefore we have a much area of effect, or much greater area of effect, because remember, we want to go and nuke an entire room, so why not make sure that the electricity does spread towards the entire room without any limitation on whatsoever. And of course, we are going to be rolling around with a little bit of duration, that being narrow-minded. And of course, we are going to be rolling around with our final mod called Prime Flow, because remember, we want to have a large energy pool. Doing so will then give us a lot less energy restriction in general. And of course, we are going to be rolling around with an Arcane Energize and Molt Vigor. Molt Vigor for more power strength, Energize Therefore, we have a great energy economy so that we can go and replenish our entire energy without worrying about dying whatsoever. If you guys have made your build identical to mine, here are the expected results. Although one thing I do want to say is that my builds are not the be all to end all of builds. Remember, these are just a reference to how I think you guys should build, because at the end of the day, this is your brain, your console, your internet. Build to your heart's content. I'm just here to guide you guys in the correct path. The same can be said with the nuking for Vault itself. He is very powerful. However, one thing I do want to say is Vault is not that strong. You can only go and nuke him if you guys are fighting either low level Grenier or either the Corpus or Infested, as armor is a major issue for us to know, as it does provide the enemy with a ton of damage reduction. But at the end of the day, this is your guys' game. Do as you guys please. And also, go and take a look at the rest of the videos I do have. They'll be suggested to you guys on your screen now. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would like to support me or the channel any further, remember to leave a like, as this does help me out tremendously. As well as spark the subscribe button for more Warframe videos and streams. And also, ladies and gentlemen, go and join the Discord if you guys would like to go and interact with me outside of YouTube or live on any one of my streams. Anyways, I'm Make Like a Banana and Split.